Chinsa ni Isato mwanchi umurigereria karogoro kwigena kwane no genderete kwego kya kubwatia miroberi yonsi ya Ndizi TV na bwo obwansu bwo musine chinga kingo kwarigania SMS Amayia ngomanye na rayana kwariganirie asenchera ere yobwikiranu ekero engana yatwikira SMS itoboni ganeringa omurero obeire gokubwata obwe skuru ya anyombe ya moyoboraro ase skuru yabamura ya Rio Kindo koirera gusamba enibo enyinge unanonya nabo ase omubasukano omwaro kiwurete yobereka gutigirwa chingoma ase omurobere obugokonya kulmi omurero yo ogendrete nonya nabokeria kya bage guchaka omurero yo nigo gitaramanyikana wikabono oroboti rwaberero gutoikera ase chinga kichigakorene ntogendrete kubwatiere kumanya ningi kegendrete ase chinsemecho mwancho muri ritangani tigatoranya orega tiari ngwariganete Amayia ye Chinsa Isato asenchira ere yobwinge
igotini ningelete kumyoka paka boniga tina watu kwa bako mnumyo kinanche asumasucha
tina bwatu okoboko buneshuja umunyangongo mu mnyoki oganire ko inyorwa ekero litkoria mashujari abere irange
agreed that the respective chiefs and assistant chiefs carry out a credible public participation so that we come up with a structure on how these alternative dispute resolution can be effectively implemented in the county.
Amaigerio nemerobero yo kugayana makongu ya maremo ase county ya Kisii gokorekana korawa no county commissioner.
Tubwatira nebono tutige kurutanira magana torete tokonye county yetu tubwatisi umugavana irindanya koreta maendeleo
abarai korwase county ya Nyamira kuborwa kubwatira na sokoreta magenderero chingaki Abel Mose achorob no muraibu abarabange ase bunge ya Nyamira ayo mnanda mango mwancho muriyere ngo kwarganirio ngumanya senchera ere yobwikiranu Petro mukiranero ko ene kiachibicha nerio gichawe kere na nchiretriane Everline Osero sanga na intwegoika omwerio togo yachaga kurwase county ya Nyamira awase bono omo raibu abarabange ase county assembly ya Nyamira bereka gochorwa ere ko irali bagaliaye oyo kabeire omo MCA gosoyo kabeire omo raibu abarabange oyo beta usiro bugimabwa kubwatkana no baskano bwepara Elijah Osiemo Abel Mosenere ochorwa asatogiwe kubwatkana no burayi bwayo obuya Abel Moseni go are omo MCA bwe ward ya Mawawa aseba muganiriye abega kubwatirana n'abarayibonse kurwa se county assembly ya Nyamira eriyo koreta obwamate burobya umuriki kurwa se county yo job mangi norboti urwasubwime
Omo MCA we wodi Mawawa Abel Mose ni gachora gochikoba omurayi bange asebunge county Nyamira asara chiko irali bagalio yo kabeire omo MCA Onyamaya Elijah Osiemo oyo sireti obugima bwaye ase omubasukano omubebwe para
mbuli to Nyamira inche buno moteneneri gose whip ya parliamentary and county assemblies ba patiye ntwaira chingaki chinyinge koria ingora nyare koira ekerogeke kubwatekana no gusira kuri orengeriro majority omweshimiwa Elijah Osiemo igo goikera moisonde igo tokona gwake sabunga ningo kiagera na abange twarenge ase epatiye lakini tokarango mweshimiwa apeli mokaya mose igarenge nomini emyaka 5 nainde agachorwa koba omo MCA
nairali bagalia bene kuiraneria oborai bwe county Nyamira ne kiama kya UPM ya mono ase okomochora kora ebunge yo buna omorai bwa bange
nainde ritangani ngakirenya soitumbi ya mono ase nyincho yobonene bwaye ni chinguru cyae na ekerugeke anyare goto Kenya sakuru borai namba ya kabire ngakire umugavana itu His Excellency Amos Kimomyaribo biamono muni party leader oisaransa muni party na koranga belnero isaine kwa igwa o majority leader kurase party
maiga yokorokana kubagekana asebunge county Nyamira chinga kicho muswada bokugane kumurusia omugavana Amos Nyalibo ekerogo naro abwache go cyase aba MCA
mo especially county assembly ya Nyamira kisegi cyaborro asenga kie kurmayaga bon no gotebanya sai na to gisemiro mongaini kisegi chichinyare kohera eyende tuganite nobomo erinde tokorra wananchi amagendero
nasaba barayibonsi bali ase county Nyamira kubwaterana erinde gochikoreta amagenderero ase county eyo
igongo boria abashimwa baito bonsipi umuseneto minto ngo mogwimene repo ito aba MP bonsipi bane ase constituency chitonye naba MC bonsipi tobwaterane bono tutie kurutanira magana tutige kurutana magana torete tokonye county yeito tobwatsi umugavana erindanya koreta maendeleo
ensemo ya Elijah Abere oyo gati abarai ase kiama kya UPA nateba mbale nobolemu una Abel Mose nachikora asenchera engia
bantu mbamwanjete kubwathikana gasi abere gagukora na inde gare royo gukyase pati garo muigweri na ndago support ye pati ebina bye bintu bikorigereri wanga ngora nyare wanchu n'abantu bonse
ase amusaba achigokora emirimo yaye atabwati bwanchereria bonde bonsi na koreta obomo
igonko musaba nganyare gukora emirimo atari kurigereri kipati bunatebire akokora emirimo ey'abantu bonsi areto bwamo bonsi ase assembly yaito ya Nyamira ntu abagekana kidogo lakini areta abantu bwamo bonsi erinde abetarajengia kurwe executive ekura mu governor naba wasiri baye bonsi n'abakibo biza bonsi ne assembly yaito ya Nyamira
kurwa se county Nyamira ginko reporter ya Ndizi TV Job Maangi
Biamono murikeito Job Maangi ase oroboti ururikiranu abantu nigo bagenderete kuboriwa gutaiterana amanyinga kubwatikana nebina byamarimo aya nigakwanwa chingaki abagambi abawakili korwase kigambiro ya Kisii baba gutwara karasa magacho ITC mi umuchibusongo abakorawa no mu county commissioner of county ya Kisii Tom Anjere asbaba konyora amaegero nabo gosemwa mange iguru yokugayana ebina byamarimo murikeito Mildred Momanyi roboti urwasubikirano
abagambi bonsi korwa ase ebinyoro au korwa ase county ya Kisii nigo bomerana amono mo county commissioner Tom Anjere omo presiding judge korwa ase kigambiro ekenene asabisi chindemiro amono mo land registrar we county ya Kisii imeya ATC na konyora amayigelio igoro yebina bya maremo ase bono omo county commissioner atebire machikubwaterana elio kwenekya buna ebina ebikebikengo ke anabire.
We have agreed that the respective chiefs and assistant chiefs carry out a credible public participation so that we come up with a structure on how this alternative dispute resolution can be effectively implemented in the county. If we are able to sieve the sentiment, the feelings on how the structure can be put in place, that will be the best way forward.
Sila munyao oyore omo presiding judge nigo akwanira igoro yebina ebyobire ase chief court ase ainekebuna ebina bya maremo korwa ase county ya Kisii nigo bikorokana koba ebinge nase agania abantu gotiga goiterania amanyinga igoro ya maremo na gosonsorana ase okoigwana.
Cases have been taking a considerable amount of time in the courts. Now we need to understand first why. And the reason is that we have a lot of cases in court, especially cases related to land, quite a big number. That coupled with the fact that the number of judges and judicial officers is small as compared to the number has led to this backlog of cases. We are encouraging communities and people to try and resolve some of their land disputes within their communities. What I would urge communities is this: assaulting your neighbor or a person that you have a land dispute with is not an answer. We have courts. If you have a problem with land, just come to court and have the court resolve that dispute and then respect that decision.
Voigon igo asingirana goteba abasubati ngoyego bali amalemo sobo na igo eyotebwene tikoba omuchando.
That culture of men holding land by themselves and women not holding land is now changing. So even in Kisii, that culture of women not holding land is also changing.
Ase chinga kecho aba chief nigo bagokera egitambukire kyogyo konyora obosemya ase chindemirone chinchira babwenete kubwatya ase gusonsarana ebina bya maremo korwa ase ebinyoro ime.
batasomirie mang'ana maya mono namasi ensema y'echindemero tworokereri igumuna tokonyara kurikonya na marube goteba bari baraso omogondo oyu bagwenete kobaroro ase chingencho chio konyora maybe registration na bono chi titles ekatokora succession letters na mang'ana mange na boigo chinjera tokonyara gokonyana kogayana chi tofauti chisegi chiri chikobaroro ogotuomana ao ase chinka. County Commissioner has a very good idea that is now coming to be implemented within our county, especially amangana yokobeka this ADR, the alternative dispute resolution in place, ebe implemented diguya tonyore ngatuagaya ni abantu baito batwariro morembe.
Kuripotelia egezaseni kia Ndizi TV ilitaliane Mildred Momanye.
Mbiamano Mildred Momanya se oroboti ororo ikranu David Nyamache kurwase kenyoro kia Amaribai bunke ya Nyaribari chache county ya Kisii nigare oyomo bwabanyankonko ababete bako gosabanyango kurwase county ya Kisii anene ase gosori ya maminyoko nigabete gako wakilishense ya Kenya omwaka bwerweye mochimi kianda merongo 5 nene ase maminyoko a East Africa Marathon asibona bereka otabona kurwa chinga kiecho taraba gako inyorwa gusekobwa tokoboko nonde wensi nabona nigaganirie serikali chinga kiegenderete nemerobero yogo chengera omuyega omashuja ebe gekobanyora muriketo Josephat Amisi no roboti urwaso bwikirano
chinga ki ense ya Kenya geneza kobe kweriga chengera litukole mashuja wikeye abanyangongo mbaro emeye county ya Kisii abataranyara koba kumanyekana amone serikali nonya chinga kibanyarete koba bagokora buya anene sensemo yechigosori
Kiswahili cyane wana na 1956 ikiye school kaje cyo keseni kasikomira cyo keseni engaki ya marehemu Musa Nyandusi aringi moyo aina jagde cyo Kiswahili cyo keseni kamya kana amyo kile Gusii na amyo kile Kisumu Eliana kumnya kama 3 na 6
kurende umunyangongo ningo Samuel Bosire oyole omuliki wa Gusii Council of Elders nigakweranelya liboria lyo
ambasuja igagotoka kurwa ese chigurupu gete chiakoreire abakenya usabantu bande egasi egwenderete na indi yagetiro bwimo kwabo kwabeiro kuja munabona baremi bakorageria abantu abasigari barendetense ebe police eba machesi abanyagitari abalimu abantu bakorire kigasi mbali nore n'uburayi abantu ba sports abantu abo obara masuja asinse yaito gekokera bakorire abantu egasi enene
David Nyamache boigoniganya tokoba gokora buya anene asebro bechigosori nabo yokoimokia ebendera ya Kenya ase amamnyoka yanya tokoba korekana imeyo mocho Dar es Salaam ense ya Tanzania
mwaka 68 aina chete Kisumu komnyoka ku Kisumu paka hero na kuyona baka kuwaero paka Kisumu wakori ronga bana ambaibere Dar es Salaam kumnyoka East Africa lobati huko olingo soma Kisii na ya chete ngumbu kumnyoka ende Dar es Salaam
kurengana David nigatebire emyake yabo nigo eserikali taringe kobage koenana ebiegwa by'engencho ebikero kende bitale kobayimokereria ase obugima bwabo bwakira lituko
ngakitwa ariko myoka kende ngitwa kwego onye kwa myoka kwabo mutamani okwa bwesani usibakuli usikwemi hotel kwarage kende ngitwa kwego usibiko obokombo bobo ngitwa kwego
David Nyamache ngati y'abanyangongo Amayia county ya Kisii abataramanyikana amone serikali ase abolire serikali nene serikali ya county ya Kisii nyarekobe gwesokya nakobubwata okoboko ingana nyarekobe gosegetwa no morugioe
igoti ningende kumyoka paka boniga tina watu kobako mnumyo kinanche asmasucha nanje mbwene kanyo tunyangi tuli wabo koni ikiabali miaka mbwate yo kwego kabisa woni ganta mina moja
na balo bugaki banyari kubarigiriria na balo banyoro bokonyi bwabo na ubagokere amba minyokari abo baringi kunyoka
okobulia gwa Samuel Bosire boigongo cia serikali weterase wizara y'igikoro na boigo chigosori nyare ko baigusira abanyangongo bunabwo
ondale ukibekaiga county government turaire cha Gusii Kisii na Nyamira impabuate a docket yani a ministry ya culture sports arts maybe to be a ministry nebwata location ya chibese egasi yabo number 1 nokuratambwa abantu abale moyo number 2 nokutumia abantu abale moyo esa uri bakwato juice mune yama minyoko batureni abantu bahitabake na barabuo batware na basi
kuripoteri gatasini kia Ndizi TV kuri kenyero kia malibege gutoka Amayia constituency yenye libali chache county ya Kisii Eriterane Josephat Hamese
Miamano muriketo Josephat Hamese ase oroboti ururikranu amateye mokorwa sekenyoro kia bikeri location ya Mochengo ward ya Nyacheke bunge ya Basime county ya Kisii nigo yabeireke gutwara umusayo uyobeirega gutwara oborema asegeka wetani emyaka 30 nabono nigo baganire obokonyi kurwa Samaria baya eriyokomo sira omwano yobo oyibono yorense yoboteneneri bwangi nakoro amanke nigo twargane no muriketo diponasanya
Amateye mokorwa sekenyoro kia bikeri Mochengo ni geligetio bokonyi gochia sumwanobo aselieta Eliud Nyakundi oyo tali kwenyara wetera oborema asegeka wetani emyaka 30 bono
agatina buya keraje kobanga kia gutara akabanga ngutarare ogoika gatika bire agachaka kobanga ngolinti arare atari kwenyara buya ibo akaira nanse kona gwitiro kujana kulikuwa yense no kuwagura kulika gara kalinga kama magoro ya kalinga kama na mamuro chaliga era linga kama goraya kono bo tali bwaje bukabanga mbo tali kunyara akabuko na kuwagura
bono nje kana sogethega omwana oyo yo balenya na nyina kuru na sokoro ya nare ngoro renga ki kera sokoro ya ye kisakwa okulya ng'emyaka 7 omwana ona wato muchando monene
kubatikana no gusira kwa mamo mwabo karo mwana moke nigo ya mwirete gutikana na babo mwabo Rose Nyakundi oyubono obeire negetire kenene asoko morenda kubatikana no kwenga kwe myaka nere kobo mogotu
asira agatika umwana wiga uras urobo umurema agatikira ujuru umwe na mama kona mama obeire ka gutinda nere garuarete tari kwenyara igacha karuara agacha na bitali kaya na bitali to konyarbono mwana yo no mulima nere no na aduarete nere ta konyara kumurinda tukora tiko mutika iga tukomutika sama boko ye kamati
bono nigo banyara gusanga ngati yemechande family yo gendrete gwetera aso gwetenenera bokonyi butayo korwa ase serikali
ukuragara kari konyara kuragera kubike ndagara gitunyu byako byeshiti kyagara ga gotenge choko bokekara ka goja kubika muno yaitikire ya ebiri isoko toka chingo ko ya jirenza na bachiku murori gerete tari konyara kuri
bono mwana ona wade mechando unalega mbure ya ature na bara ature suka kyagara kwagura ngora na bana ka bakore ka guturo ekere ya tumu na bango nyona ki abana bali muri sika myaka mara mwana uriwe osochire nyama tarana nyama makoreke mumuire bwanga nyomba koreke asoye nyomba
Chinga kiechechio boigonigo batebanga asensemeyo babeire bagotema chinchera ao kurende tibaranyora obokonyi
teri konyarekana asengenjo obukobukuri kwaya kobokurito nande bona no chikoragire nanye ne pikipiki mo beke muire pikipiki ko jarigereri yabora ngakimana umuntu uri kamana turabuguri bona nyambara buge ko babere gasengo zajini nabakonyore pikipiki bige yare ko chakobuguri yabo boli chibese chinyinge chibese jiko kurwa baka muna bona chinga kurwa bakurire gusenya machi nyamachi kurwa baka nyamachi mata aje nande ne umwana muno yo baka ga sometimes singo sumbwa lenjara bono nyora ngatiri kunyarikana
Amateiyo mugaka Nyakundi nigo yaruro gusaba kwa bene guchese serikali asebaburiria barai aho konyara gwesokia ili banyare gusira amateiyo asobo ko ngubwe
ari mere tana konyara bokonye bondo bwenzi kwa serikali
Umwana uyu igagaki gusenere nanyore chinguru agere nere gusenanyore obokonyi kumuna abandi bakonyora nere anyore chinguru ikiagara abandi nabo bakonyora kibasa muri kigo cyo barema eretana konyora
nyobokonyi bororo kiagara okonyi mbora abandi nkwegu bari nere aso asense moya barema abu onyora kibese gusento nyore kibese echo tumugurire ebintu buno moito tumugurire moito bwetandarua
namba abu mwabo nere na yara nyore chinguru gose nabugene na bera tokene chi stress jonse chibwatera nitibwetera umwana waje gagwete akamutikira umwana uyu
ginko ripoteria egetaseni kia Ndizi TV kurwa se ward ya Nyacheki egotoke bunge ya Bobasi imeye county ya Kisii elietalia nendipon asanya
Miamono dipona sanyase oroboti ururikiranu abanyakonda kurwase county ya Kisii nigo baganirie oboene anenebu wakanwa chibesa cyabe babete bakorera emeremo ekibatanya wakanwa wikabono nigo batebire nonya magega yabarabukubeka ekina aseke gambiro ekine kyotikera gosetikera nyora matunda ndonsi asibono bamuganirie umugavana we county ya Kisii Paul Simbarati kwene kyabuna babere bawakanwa chibesa cyabo
tuachire koti koligia ekoti nyale gotokonya etenenie procurement process yo chikorigora chi document tware korwa kiyo chikokorega asi ya monto yomo ago chikokorega asi Kisii County asekere constituency yo to taki contract kiana na chegabana ya Kisii kose system ya Kisii atakubeka gotogotebaiga abantu bonse pi 1,000 contractors yasengido na liberalized economy wawenda kwa ulibaga participate oyo konyorega asianyore oyo tari konyora tanyora
tambanya kwa kontiba chiabo tukabike kina ekoti tokonye egerabakana aso gokumigwo ito ase rero egotubwate ngana county ya chire egocha kurwa maaki ase koti n'abantu mba kina ngetegererwa litkulie goro bato ete ode gotebanga kai kina teruchi tariki isano na ibere omutinyo ogucha era ntobeke ode nde ya sati kuto wa chensi bamenye gotoa trichitenda chikali kugurwa tare 19 tuakanire ekora bagotoya oda ebindi bitara iguru byonse.
We as the Lake region, we are behind the Kisii Contract Association and we are going to post this as an agency. Kwa hivyo watu wa Kisii Contract Association, Secretary General, the Chairman, the Lake region, bro, we are behind you and we are advising all the 14 governors in the Lake region, please advise the Kisii County governor.
Last week, but when we were supposed to get the orders yesterday, the Attorney General from the Kisii County government came and they went to bed with the judge who was supposed to give the orders. He pushed for 2 hours. We were waiting as petitioners. For 2 hours, they were with the Attorney General. Later on, he gave the orders that the file will be listened to on 7th November. We have done the county attorney. We have done the application today because this is a matter of urgency. We have done the application today. And again, the judge has given us that this file is going to be listened on 19th. We are saying in this country, where is justice? Where is justice to the people who are suffering outside there? We are saying this, we will fight to the last bit of our lives. And we are saying we want justice in this country.
Ekera baigoto kurigereria ria bereka okorekana isko yorogongo rwa Gusii nigo mokonyi bumurai wense Rigathi Gachagua bereka otana serikali ya Kenya Kwanza inse yoborai wa Dr. William Samoei Ruto nigegendrete goikirania emeroberio yechira chire babete bakubariera abananchi anene ase ensemo iyobochenu nani gaya kwana chinga kemeroberio gendrete iyo kwarigania omoyega omashuja oyora korekane imeye county ya Kericho anena sekirenge kenene kere gukwanira iguru ya mangana arengete obochenu na otana ni gobe begetomoroberio obwoko enekia obokorerwa obochenu wabere bogwikera abananchi asechinga wetrase abo bisa bobochenu asechinga gose community health promoters abo batebiro nani go barache kubasira.
Katika sherehe yetu ya Mashujaa Day, ile kitu tumechukulia kuandamana na hiyo sherehe ni mambo ya afya na afya nyumbani. Saa ile tumechukua serikali katika ile manifesto yetu ya Kenya Kwanza, tumeweka mambo ya afya ikiwa ni jambo moja la maana sana ya kushughulikiwa na serikali ya William Ruto. Na kwa hivyo tumeamua kama serikali tubadilishe mwenendo. kwa sababu yale magonjwa imekuwa ikifika hapa ni mengi sana. Haya magonjwa inafika hapa kwa sababu ya kukosa kushughulikiwa kule nyumbani. Kwa hivyo tumebadilisha mfumo wa afya na ya matibabu kuirudisha pale nyumbani. Hiyo ni kusema ya kwamba tumepata wale watu ya kujitolea, community health promoters, zaidi ya 100,000 wamenunuliwa vifaa na serikali, na kati ya serikali ya county na serikali kuu tutawatafutia marupurupu. Wamekuwa hapo wakijitolea hapo mbeleni, ndio pia tuwapatie mtisha. Watafika pale kwa nyumba, wanakupima sukari, wanakupima damu vile natembea, wanaangalia ile magonjwa, kwa sababu watu wengine wanagojeka bila kujua. Na mambo mengi kama ingejulikana, wagonjwa hangefika hapa. Bei ya kuzuia ugonjwa inakuwa mara 9 kutibu ugonjwa. Kwa hivyo kama serikali tumeonelea tufanye primary health care.
Chinga kiecho nigomoga omo waziri bobochenu Susan Nakumincha abaga kwarigania abakenya bonsi asomuyigo yokorekana tariki 20 cy'umutinyo yegaimeye county ya Kericho okwana chinga kibaye kwenekia ameroberio ya mariganio nigo bayigo omo ose omorike omonene ase ewizara y'oburindi bw'ime Dr. Raymond Molo abaga gotabuna emeroberio negendrete buya naboyigo kwenekia buna mbachigo chengera abanyangongo bonsi meyense ya Kenya.
Kuchukua tena fursa hii kuwakaribisha Wakenya wote wajitokeze kwa wingi, haswa wakaaji wa Kericho County, kuja kujumuika pamoja na sisi, kwa sababu hii Mashujaa Day tunaisherekea pia tukizindua ile mpango wetu wa Universal Health Coverage, ambayo inamaanisha ya kwamba afya imekuja kwa wote, na cha muhimu ni kwamba tumeleta afya nyumbani.
We have just gone through the rehearsal process. We've seen the military do their drill. The other entertainment groups also perform, just to be sure that we are ready for the big event that is coming up on Friday to be presided over by His Excellency the President. And because it's Mashujaa Day, we are also going to be celebrating a number of heroes drawn from across the Republic. We have selected about 150 of them who will physically be present on behalf of all the heroes of this great republic.
Homo Prime Cabinet Secretary hoyobo igoro mwaziri bwamangana a Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Musalia Mudavadi nigatere unana chekwenekia aba Kenya bonsi abubare ase Chinsa cheisko babere bakwewa amaskani asibo igatere unana chikwikirania emiremo yaye asenchera ebwenerete akobwatia richiko ryekatiba yense ya Kenya nigaya kwana ase omoyega bwo koirali bagabene korwase oyokabeire omwaziri wensemeyo Alfred Mutua oyoboigo obaga kogokera obokoreri bwaye ase ewizareyo Musalia nigabaga goteba una nachigotinia obokoreri burobuya bwo kubwatirana amo ne Chinsa chinde.
Accordingly, as the Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, I will advance Kenya's regional and global national interests consistent with the principles and objectives that define our foreign policy under the guidance of Kenya's chief diplomat, His Excellency the President.
Mimi nilikuwa nacheza left wing nikiwa foreign affairs. Now he has moved me to play on the right wing. Wewe ulikuwa unacheza center forward midfield. Sasa umekuwa striker. Sasa mimi nikiwa pande ile, I'll be feeding the balls to you and Rigathi Gachagua and the president. Kazi yenu ni kupiga head na kutwanga ile ndani. You know, and so we'll be working together because at the end of the day it's all of us to be able to score for the people of this country. So welcome to the
Omo Director wekiombe kia Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority EPRA David Kipto nigorit koryalera bagaikoga gwikirana bosio bwe committee ye bunge eryokoiraneria amaborio anene igoro yobotumeki bwenibo ase sector yo nani gago cha magega yenseme yose kiombe kyo koraria okomenta kwa magori ya mafuta.
As a competent office bearer, do you ever expect fuel prices to reduce even by a coin? That's all I want to hear from you.
Kenyans are really suffering. Today you are seated here. There is no solution you are offering, and yet you know very well that these Kenyans can't manage with the current crisis. You being a participant in increment of the fuel prices, do you think you are being reasonable as a Director General?
The oil business, it's a boom and bust cycle. The prices go up, they come down, they go up and come down. And this is history. In history, you can see this. So this is not an assessment by me as a Kenyan, but an assessment by the industry.
It will come down.
So there is a hope and there's an expectation. But Chair, what I want to say is that currently we compete prices. We compete prices on the basis of
and then the auditor is not satisfied with your explanation. That is why we want to get your explanation. I'm helping you to make your explanation.
Nekyombeege kwegerera oboine bwa mwanyabantu Kenya Human Rights Commission nigo kyagikeire muroberi obwo gotagurwa kwe chinyomba kukogendereta sensemo ya Athi River imeye county ya Machakos ekyo batebire koba mamincha nabo igo kounereria abananchi obosibure bwo komenya okwana chingaki ekyo nigabo bwatani korwase ekyombekyo baenekirie bunarichi ko tirirurwe korwase kegambero eriegetamukire ekyo kuimokiwa nabana nigo batebire ko ikaba bakogenda sekegambero erioko basoera bali babwatranire asegetambukirikyo.
Should be carried out in a manner that respect the dignity, right to life, right to property, and the security of those people who will be affected by the evictions. There should be respect for the principles of necessity and proportionality during the use of force. And lastly, they should give the affected people the first priority to demolish by themselves in order to be able to salvage their property.
On all these issues we have raised above, we have a number of demands. First is an immediate halt to the ongoing demolitions and evictions in Athi River. We are calling upon the government to engage in a meaningful and a compassionate dialogue with the affected residents. Number two, we are demanding that the government must ensure that the international human rights standards, including those related to forced evictions, are strictly adhered to during the removals, respecting the right to dignity and the well-being of all individuals and communities involved and affected.
Nengana yo kumurusia bisyo mugavana bwe county ya Meru Kawira Mwangaza nigo yaikiwa bosyo bwe county assembly ya Meru amono murai bwa barabange ase county assembly yo Evans Mawira Kawira nigo akomochiwa asamamocho au gati abo obo undereria nabo igo obotumeki obobe bweni bo ya serikali ya county egati yayande nyiramnene ntunda ya kabere engana yo kumurusia bisi omugavana bwe county yo ya Meru ya The
Governor, under Article 181 of the Constitution, Section 33 of County Governments Act, and standing order number 65 of the standing orders of the Assembly on the following grounds. Count number 1, misappropriation and misuse of county resources. The Governor has grossly violated, among others, Articles 10, 73, 201, 226, 227, and 230 of the Constitution, Sections 8, 12, 13, 16, 17, and 35 of the Leadership and Integrity Act 2012, Sections 55 and 66 of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act 2015, and Sections 45, Subsection 2, and 46 of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act.
Omugavana we county ya Trans Nzoia George Natembeya ni gagendrete kubwato kage kurege tindi gochase abakole mirimo asense moyo bochenu anene abanyagitari abwanene batari wikerania emirimo yabo buna ebwenerete gukwana chinga kyecho Natembeya ni gateba abange babo nigo babete bakuri kwemirimo korende ko ruchinga kibarige twemirimo tibara baba gokora gasinde yonsi askeri atayiruna nigo bagochia koimokege tambokero gyoko kora obotki kwene kyabuna abali bonse batari gokora emirimo yabo nigo bawochiko imukirwa egetambukiro korengana nerichiko.
Ni wewe umekataa kusimama katikati ya mgonjwa na kifo. Mimi nimeangalia hii record and I'm very annoyed kama governor ya Trans Nzoia. Kuna madaktari, surgeons, senior surgeons ambao kuanzia 2022 mpaka 2023 almost 2 years hajafanya surgery hata moja. Sasa kama senior doctor, maana hao wengine wanafanya kazi, they are doctors, maybe they are not very senior, but they are surgeons, they are specialized, wanafanya kazi wengine. But the more senior ones they hawafanyi kazi. Sasa imekuwa ni mzigo, madaktari wote wanataka kwenda training, wapate masters ndio wakuja sasa wasifanye kazi. Yuko vitu ya kupima pressure hapa, ya kupima sukari hapa, ya kupima temperature. Tuko na clinic kule nyumbani, zingine hazina hivi vitu. Sasa wanatembea na hii mfuko, haina kitu, vitu mewacha kwa hospitali ya mtu anatumia. Alafu na kusema serikali ilidanganya tu ili kutupatia chochote. Nikisikia hiyo
Mwancho murieri bane kartuanya roboti orukorwa se county ya Trans Nzoia tigatura agenda ase omutimo kumokeigo to koirana irio togendere kwimanya manke.
Murigereria bwe television ya Ndizi TV nigo tugukwiraniria ngambia muno asoko genderera guturigireria na gutusira kira rituko asemerubirio yaitu yonsi Chinsa nenge bono onye kendegia korekanire asekenyurukiao ekiota gitutumanye asubwango mono abonda isi reke nambeye asesemiao enoti sano na ibere inya isato isano nemo ibere isato isano na isato isano na ibere eyemo elioto akire n'abasaki baito baikasure na kubeko roboti ubwo asembeo emesa yamangana Amayia ya Ndizi TV nereyo kwabekire simu yao ime. Ubwenso bw'omugusi nigo bono yakirundekerene nego kurentera chibiche chinkia na bwigo chinkeno nukukigima na bwigo tonyora asoro gonko bwogusi neji county chito etanaine buna county ya Kisii, Nyamira, Homa Bay, Bomet, Kisumu, Migori nechisemo chinde chinyinge nigo kotonyora aside kode ya Star Times channel 195 Go TV channel 824 na free to air decoders digital TV na smart TV Scania TV yao na boigo onchore irio yao igoiko yenyore Ndizi TV nigo turine kirenga ekigo korentera emerubiri emerunge chinka kichonsi Ndizi TV obwensu bw'omugusi.
Kwariga naindo mwancho murigereri kurende asengencho yebiro ntaetembutorere igamangana Amayia ye Chinsa sota senchera ere yo boikeranu kurende nyorana ika kumanya buna amangana agendere togotoikeraga igana ringa eskuru yabamura ya Rio Kindo ya secondary anigo yabwatire omurero mogoroborero ase nyumbe ya moyo buraro ase binto bye nibe nyinge byabeire bikoya ase nonya nabo omoro kwende bwensi ataratigerwa chingoma no muroberi bwogo konya gusekora imyomuriro yo nigogenderete ase Chinsa mecho orabatu bono mwancho murigeri ngokomanya buno yogendere gutubate ase Chinsa mocheto chemetandao elio togendere gokomanya ninki kerekendere tokorekana ase Chinsa mecho bia mono ase oko chora kobana inche bale bonse bagenderete gutubwate ase ensemo ya Facebook ensemo ya YouTube bonse nigongenderete ko bakiranga bia mono ndoche sindi gaiga goteba nagenderete gutubwate kegima na nene agoteba rene ritkoria elio koiboro ekrabano kumuganiria ritkori yari koiborwa happy birthday Cindy na bali bonse mugendera togotobwate tokubakira ngambia mono abasaki baitu bari tubwatira na kwene kyamangana goikera senchira yo boikeranu ni gonko bakira ngambia mono ensemo ya Facebook tanyaro wetera Ndizi TV News Digital asensemo ya YouTube tanyaro wetera Ndizi TV News Petra Mokeira nero ene kyachibicha nerio gicha goikera senchira ya bene na nchiri tari ne Everline Osero tuaro bodigereri borobia na boigo obotko boroboterero.